I feel like I really just, it's going to be kind of long. So it's a lot for myself, but also just to try to recap my past week in Nashville at Summit 2016. Um, so a year ago, I was a fairly new coach, about 4 or 5 months, and I saw everybody else at Summit and how exciting it looked. And I was just like blown away and was like, I have to be there. So we planned this a year ago. I did pretty good, I'd say, with my business this year, whatever I could do. Then I sort of got to the point in recently in July that I was just getting overwhelmed with it. And I just was like, okay, I felt like it was taking over my life. And mostly because it's hard to be organized. And it's hard to be organized with 4 kids. It just is. I mean, there's just nothing. You can try to plan out your day as much as you can, and it doesn't always go that way. But, so I was like, well, I started feeling like I didn't want to go to Summit and, but I already had this trip planned and clearly I was going. I was obviously not going to not go. And if anything, it was just a break for me and we had time to get away and hang out with some awesome people and be motivated. And I really knew, obviously, it would blow my mind and completely impress me. But, you know, I didn't still think that I could come back and be like, yeah, I still want to do this. But, right away, I was just like, see all these people, all these moms and dads, not geniuses, and not doctors, not people that came from money. Half these people came from living paycheck to paycheck or on welfare or whatever. They didn't have spectacular lives. They just want to help people. They want to better themselves, pretty much number one. And others see that and then they want to do that. So, you know, right away I was just like, oh my gosh, this, I just can't get over it. Like some people just like see other, I guess, like idols or, successful like movie stars and whatever. And a lot of those people came from that. They were born into that almost. Not all of them, but, a lot. But the thing with Beachbody coaches is that they all seem like they're like me. They're like normal people. And that's what makes normal people feel like they can do this. So, the speakers were amazing. And I just wish the whole time like my husband was there with me because, he supports me in everything I want to do. I can't think of a time he's told me, no, you can't do that, especially if I only do things that are going to be good for us. I look, see if it's going to be good for our family as a whole. And I really feel like this Beachbody business is a blessing to me, but I still have to try and figure out how to make it work all the time. So it's a learning process and I have to be open to that and patient, which is probably one of my biggest drawbacks is that my patience level is not always there. But I have to learn to be more patient and I have to, I am a hard worker. That's one thing that I definitely have going for me. I'm a strong person. I do what I have to do and I know I can make this work and I might not make $1 million in a year, but it's a process. And my goal is to just be able to support my family, take them on vacations, be able to be home with my kids, which I am able to for the most part now, but I still do have to work. And I try to pick up all kinds, like multiple jobs, and I really just want to stick with one. And, it might start off small, but I think in the end, it really can benefit me. And so, Summit just the opening ceremony, the things that the company comes up with for us to have access to, program, their marketing, they're constantly researching what do people need, what would make them help themselves become the best version of them. Like that is their goal. I can't even tell you, I don't think they hardly ever talked about How can you con people into buying a challenge pack or spending money? No, they never talked about that. They talked about how can you help yourself the best you can, become the best person you can be so you can help others see that they can do that. And, all these top coaches that spoke, I mean, they all really are great people and they all just wanted the same thing, basically to take care of them and their family. And that's the bottom line. I'm also a strong Catholic and you know, a lot of the top coaches, first thing they thanked was God, because that is truly the bottom line. You have to have faith that something has put you in this place for a reason. And I know that that's the case for me. And all the speakers, the workshops, just they put it all together so precisely so that you get the best possible experience out there. And I just really enjoyed myself way more than I could have even imagined, even though I knew it would be great. I just can't even tell you. It's amazing, and this is probably one of many videos because I'll probably keep thinking of things I want to recap. This was kind of just like where I thought the experience was going to take me and where it has taken me. So, basically today I recommitted. I'm going to do T25. I'm going to make sure they got, and, that's a 30-day program, 25 minutes a day. I'm going to do it and work on my eating better. And I just, hoping to help other people see that they can do the same thing and it does not cost a lot of money. That's people's number one biggest problem. And you have to want your health more than anything. There were some coaches up there that said they had to be late on their rent payment so that they could get started and make themselves better. And you know what? You have to put aside all excuses, including money. And that's what I had to do. My first month, I didn't have the money. My husband was laid off, but I knew I had to get better. And so, here I am. And it truly will just make your life amazing by just that experience of Summit. So that's my video for now about my, kind of overall experience at Summit. And I am excited to go to New Orleans next year. Already have my ticket, and I'm definitely going to take my husband with me because, it's one thing for you to tell them that you had an amazing experience. They see the pictures, they see the whatever, but until you are there and you are hearing these people speak, you cannot even imagine what it will do for you.